Welcome, everyone, to the day two of Rise Like a Phoenix. Yesterday was such a powerful first lesson, and the module was just incredible. And I want to thank everyone who actually sent me messages. I received some of the homeworks, and uh, and I was so excited to see that you are actually playing it full in. And I think it is so important when you are in this type of master classes that you actually give the time to be completely fully immersed in it. Hello, dear. Hello. I see all those beautiful faces joining me. It's so exciting. Actually, today we reached 800 subscription in the YouTube channel, and I'm so excited. And you know why I'm excited? Because this is was all organic. We didn't do any advertisement, any marketing, any publicity, nothing. And this is the way we work. We work completely organic. And I'm going to ask the team to actually drop the link, because if you're not subscribed, subscribe with us, because you get access to many videos. We have a whole women's empowerment series that is on the channel, where I interviewed amazing women from all around the world, sharing their stories, sharing their journey, really sharing their story that empowered them, and also that empowers us, because it's incredible to see all this happening. Yes, thank you. So subscribe, and also share it with your friends, share it with someone who you think would benefit from some boost, so that they also feel that they can shift their energy towards rising towards what they want to be. They can shift their energy towards something more positive, and they can shift their life by doing that, because we start first and the universe follow. So I'm curious to see who did some of the homework, and what was your big take from yesterday. Um, some of you sent me. I received one from Diana that was saying that it was really about the resilience, and how the resilience made her connect with the challenges of being a woman in male-dominated environment and in her business. And I think this is incredible, because we do need to extend and show and be so resilient at time, but we don't always express it that way, and we don't always look back and try to see how we behaved and how incredible we are, but we rather stay under all the pressure, and we kind of really lose track of our own power of being resilient. So that was one. Tell me more. I want to hear more. I heard also from Lamia was sharing about the context, and I think that's beautiful that you were able to summarize some of the years of how the context help you build your life brick by brick. So it's really the module yesterday was understanding that your story matter. Your story matters so much. It matters to you. It matters to everyone who has the privilege to hear it, to be around you, to watch you grow and rise through the difficult moments. And when we look at our life as a story, it makes it easier for us to survive, and for us to swallow all the difficulty, and for us to show the resilience that we need, because we need so much resilience. And the ride is never really easy. And even if it gets better, even if we are in a trend of rising, even if you reach the success that you want, you will still require resilience on the way. It's just that when you have gone through things that were difficult already, you have more wisdom. You have reached, we have grown with more lessons that helps you actually become stronger, and helps you come back quicker. It's not that we don't get setbacks or difficulties anymore. No, but it's just that we do not suffer through them as much as we would have if we haven't seen anything difficult in our life. So the ups and down of our life is actually what makes us who we are. And if there is no down, then there is no story. And if there is no down, there is no excitement. Have you ever seen a movie where it's just all plain? It's boring. The movie gets exciting when you have it's times where, like, we're nervous, we're scared, we don't know what's going to happen. It's like that strive for better, and that thrive to rise, and that difficulties, and how can you show resilience yet still feel content and aligned and calm. That's what makes the movie exciting. It's like we want to hear what's happening, we want to hear how things are moving. And so it's part of our life. So when you look at your life as a story, and when you look at your life and what you go through as how you're going to tell it backward. Montagne russe, that's it. It's roller coaster. This is what our lives are. They are roller coaster. Some of us are numbed through them. Some of us get crushed through them. Some of that survive us and make us grow faster. And some of us makes us really feel overwhelmed that it's just too hard. Welcome, Shizoba. I'm so happy to have you with us. Yes, me too. I'm happy to have you live. If you don't have the workbook, let me know so that we can also send it to you. So I was just, talking about one way of looking at your life. If you live your life the way you want to say it as a story, it becomes fun. It becomes exciting. It becomes a movie. It becomes like, oh my God, I am a star and I am in this movie and now I'm faced with something really hard. So how can I get out of it? And so it becomes more exciting. And this is the best way to live your life. Hello, Linda. Because if you look at your life back and it's just too smooth and too easy, and the moment there's something hard, you're like, ah, that's it, I'm done, then what story are you telling? Is it a story like you're faced with so many difficult things that you just kind of stop because it was just way too much? No, your story is how can you ignite the resilience? How can you rise when you feel you're done? How can you rise when you feel everything was over? That's what makes the story. So when you look at things, hello, Salma. Hi, hello. So happy that you are joining us here. I love all those beautiful faces. I love seeing the love and the care and the presence. And I am so excited to have you. And today is going to be really, really nice session. You will enjoy it very much. So stay with me. I'm taking you through the process so that we can build it on top of what we learned yesterday. So the story that you have, whatever you go through life, look at it as how am I going to tell my story? Now I'm going through difficult moments. Maybe I'm barely out, maybe not yet, but let me go through it. Let me get every wisdom, every lesson. Let me give it all the try so that when I say the story later on, I'll be so proud of it. There are two people that you want them to be proud. Two. It's not the parents, it's not the partner, it's not the siblings, it's not the colleagues. Two people. One is you when you were 8 years old, like young, you're like, oh, I don't know. You think that life is just like a Disney channel. So you have no idea what life is going to be. And you want that little person, that little girl, that little boy, whoever is watching us, you want that person to be proud of what you have done of your life. That's who you want. And the second one is when you are 80 years old. You want to be like, wow, I did good. I am proud of me. You're not going to say, the moment I was hit with something so difficult, I've kind of really lost it and I just sat in my hole. No, you want to look back, you're like, oh my God, how did I get that power to rise back up when it felt just impossible to everyone else, even to me? That's the person you want to be proud of. That's the person, that's you at 80 years old. You don't want to say, like, I could have, I should have. I tried, but no. What if, so many people is like, I wish I did more of that. A lot of time when people get stuck in a job they don't like or get stuck in a situation that they like, then with the years go back, you're like, I wish I gave it a try. I wish I did it. This is what you don't want to be saying to yourself. You want to look at yourself in the mirror when you're like 70 and 80, you're like, you know what? Good for you because you did it all, no matter what it is. And trust me, you become proud of you when you have hit rock bottom or when you have been stumbling and coming up again. That's when you get proud of you. It's like, wow, you did it. And these 5 days are about this. This is what I want you to feel. I want you to feel that, you gonna get all the power so that you can actually raise up no matter what. And so about raising up no matter what, that's another identity that I will be introducing today. Is like not only I am rising, which we claimed yesterday, but today is about you being the one to do it. That's the most important identity. It's like you claiming that you are the one. You are the one to create your story. You are the one to rise the way you want it. You are the one to try every single path so that you get there. You are the one to make it happen. No one else. You are for yourself, because there will be no one else for you but you. And that identity is the one that comes together with that energetics of rising. You are the one to do it. I am the one to do it. I am the one to believe in myself. You are the one to believe in yourself. So I am the one, you are the one. With each one of us, create and ignite that power to carry on and to take over your life. And that's not someone who's going to show you, yeah, you can have mentors. Someone like me who's going to tell you, yes, you can do it. But you got to decide yourself that you are the one. You got to claim it to yourself. You have to embody that whole identity and make it yours, because it's your movie. And when it's your movie, don't let someone else be the star in it. You are the star. And the star goes through every single situations, the hardest one, the most beautiful one, everything, because that's what makes it exciting. And this is what I wanted you to feel. You creating the movie of your life. Make it a masterpiece. Make it the one that is something to tell and to share. Make it the one that you want to turn it into a movie, into Netflix movie. Make it the one. You're the one to do it. And so when you go through the toughest thing, and if you are, then build it and create it. Yesterday, at the end of the module, we were talking about finding the goal, the vision. Where are you going? You need to be able to do that. If you haven't done this exercise, I invite you to do it, because you need to know, as being the one who's going to create wherever you want in your life, where is it? What is it that you want to build? What is it that you want to create? Take a moment to dream about it. Take a moment to imagine the incredible. Because if we don't know where we're going, where are we going? We'll be running on a treadmill. We'll be running off nowhere to go. And that's what, unfortunately, a lot of people do, because we think that if we dream too high, it's too crazy. If we have a goal that is way too far away, people will think that we're nuts. And so we are so worried about how people are going to judge us that we stay small and we still tiny, and we remain in a box that is constraining us, and that it's not even a box that we have put ourselves in. We just let the society, the beliefs, the everyone else thinking, the judgment putting us in. But I wanted to get out of it. This is the time to do it. This is why we're here together. If we're sitting here, it's because you are the one to make a difference. You are the one to break free from every stereotype. You are the one to be the one that is just going to another sphere of wealth, another sphere of recognition, another sphere of doing. And you cannot do that if you are not initiating that wave of energy within you. And the only way to initiate that is really to tell it to yourself. It's not only to say, I'm rising, but I am the one to do it. Give me some I am the one. I want to see you saying, I am the one to create my life story. I am the one to create the greatest story. I am the one to rise to incredible heights. I am the one to define my goal and to go for it. I am the one to make it happen. I am the one to rise. I wanted to hear that. Write it. Yes, I am the one. Give me some more. I am the one. I want to see them coming. Claim it. Claim it. Write it down. Even if you're on YouTube, I can see all the comments. And I am the one. Yeah, I'm getting actually still warm in here. I'm cold, and then it gets too hot. So I am the one. Yes, I am. That's it. I want to see a lot of that. I am the one. Claim it. This is who we are. This is today. Is these? I want to embody this identity. Tomorrow we will do more identity work, but this is the start. So let's pause for a bit and wonder why are not, if we are all feeling that we are the now and we know it and we claim it, what is it that do not make us create the biggest success in our life? What is it? There is one piece of the puzzle that is missing and that we need to really work with. Yes, you are. There is one piece of the puzzle that we really truly need to make it work. And this is the piece because we are afraid. There is fear for it not to happen. There is fear for it not to work. There is fear for it. Like, I'm going towards the direction and the direction is right, not the right one, so I'm worried. So there is fear. And we always say, I would like to write a book, but I worry that no one's going to read it. I would like to launch this company, but I'm worried it's not going to work. I would like to change my job, but I'm not sure I can actually make it happen. I would like to make this type of money, but I worry that it's not going to happen. So we block ourselves because we are scared, because we worry. Fear stops us, and we are afraid of things. So we cannot even plan, and we cannot even conceptualize any strategy or any fear, anything, because we are worried that it doesn't work. That's why we don't do anything. So we have that dream, because everybody has a dream. It's like, it's not something new, like to imagine and dream. We all have it, and a lot of people do it. And you hear it a lot on social media. Self-development is a big thing. It's like dream of what we want, focus on what you want, visualize what we want. But it's not enough. It's not about visualizing. It's not enough to visualize. It's not enough to meditate. It's not enough to pray to get there. You need to plan. You need a strategy. You need to take actions. You need to actually have step one, step two, step three, step four. And if this doesn't work, okay, well, let's tweak it. The step two will be different. The step three will be different. You need to be able to plan. And often we do not plan because we are worried that the plan doesn't work. Yesterday, I was watching Jennifer Lopez, who just came out with her This Is Me Now, and it's incredible musical. It's incredible movie. I'm a big fan of Jennifer Lopez. I think she's an incredible woman, because she's not only an artist, a singer. She's like a multi-billionaire who now is helping women, doing so much. And what she was saying at the end of it, she's saying that people ask her, do you have fear? And she said, you know what is my secret? Is that I have fear, but I pretend I don't have it. No one does anything in life without being scared of it not to work. We all have fear. We have fear. We eat it for breakfast. We eat it for lunch. We have fear that things do not work. Do I have fear when I go live? I could. I'm like, if nobody shows up, if like my son was telling me, I told him, come and join in the live. He's like, and I will say hello to you. It's like I create the excitement around it so that I have this, it's ease around it. But the fear stays forever there. There is always fear. There is always fear that people would not accept us the way we are, fear that whatever we do doesn't work the way we want it to work, fear that this path it wasn't the right one, fear that we always have it. And the secret is not to let that stop you, because it doesn't stop. And if there is no fear, in fact, you don't need the courage. So you need the courage. You need the courage to move forward. You need the courage to overcome the fear. You need the courage to get over it whenever it feels it coming, because fear will always be there. And if there is no fear, that means you're not pushing yourself. You're like, I'm just doing something that I know. It's not fearful. It doesn't scare me. It's something easy. So fear is part of the whole process. Fear is you pushing yourself into something so different, into something so high that it makes you nervous. Hello, Tunisia. So, what I learned through the years, and I've been a strategist for many years. I mean, that's my thing. After my PhD from Harvard in sustainable development and strategies for development, because that's what I did, I spent many years at the World Bank working on strategies. It was strategies at the national level, strategies at the regional level, strategies at the local level, strategies and many type of strategies. So my whole career was about setting up strategies and setting up plan. So looking back now, what I can tell you is that any strategy works. Any plan works. You might need to tweak some of it, but it works. And the difference, the problem, having the fear is not the plan, if the plan works or not, is the energetics that you have with that. Because if you have a strategy and all that you think about is that it's not going to work, it will never work. It's what you feel when you do things. Success is not working harder, doing more things, being different, getting more diplomas, getting more things. Success is how you feel when you do what you do. That's what makes success. Is not what you do on its own, is the feeling that you give to it. And the feeling that you give to it is the energetics. So imagine with me, if we are all embodying that feeling of rising, and you have set up a plan and you have set up a strategy and you got that energy with it, you can only become, you are unstoppable, because you know that you are in evolution, you are continuously rising. And you know that if there is something that doesn't work in the plan, you're just gonna change it and tweak it, because the plan always works. If it doesn't, it means there is something that needs to be changed, and that's when you change it. So when you want to create something in your life and you are not able to go beyond that fear and start articulating the plan, then it's just gonna stay as a wishful thinking. And wow, we have so many wishes. All of us, we have wishes and we have dreams. But if we do not translate that wish and that dream into a plan, and then take the plan into a schedule, then there is no way we can reach anything. And that distance and that link between the dream and the plan is often blocked and stopped because we're too afraid. We're afraid that it doesn't work. We're afraid that it's not the right one. We're afraid that we're gonna be disappointed. Let us be. So what? We're grown up. We can be disappointed. It doesn't matter. We don't have anything anyway that we wanted yet. So what is it going to change? It's just the same thing of what we are. And so if we are able to push ourselves beyond, I promise you, everything we do changes. Everything we do changes. And even if we don't reach what we want as so fast and as fast as we want it, what we have done is that we have grown, we have improved, we have learned something, we have raised with more wisdom, with new lessons, things that would have never been able to do it otherwise. And that's the only way you can reach that level, if you let go of the fear. And so how do we let go of the fear? We claim we are the one to do it. We not only claim we are the one to do it, we embody. I am the one. I am the one to succeed. I am the one to make it happen. I am the one to make a difference. I am the one to create the company you want to. I am the one. You have to embody it until it becomes your true identity, because our subconscious mind has been so used to being scared. So the first moment you're like, oh, I'm going to do that, the first thing that comes, oh my God, if it doesn't work. So you need to be able to reprogram it so that you can let go of that fear. You can let go of that doubt. You can let go of things that just block us. Okay. And it's not like I am the one. Okay, hello, I am the one. No, it's not like I am asking the other person to validate that I am the one. That's not what I'm talking about. Because the very way, the moment you claim it and the tone that you put to it will attract whatever. You have to be certain when you say it. It's not like I am the one. Okay. And so people's like will respond, are you? That's what we get. It's like, I am the one to then respond, are you? And you start to validate yourself, to try to find the reason why it's you. And it just becomes too confusing and too complicated. And you lose there because more fear comes in and more doubt. It's I am the one with all the certainty that you have in the word. And all the certainty that I have in the word comes by absolutely embodying that identity over and over and over. This is why this type of work, that's not change doesn't happen in a day. 5 days is amazing because you already start the wave and the wave is good. But when we work together, it's like 3 weeks to change just one tiny idea in our mind. And then a month, and then 3 months, and then finally you become more understanding of how it functions and how it works inside you. But when you decide to do it, you get disciplined, and there is nothing you cannot reach. So it's really about claiming it, about if having and owning that frequency of certainty over what you believe, of certainty over what you want to become, of certainty that you are the one to create it. Because when you own that, the moment doesn't matter as much as the story itself. So when you're faced with difficulties, it's just a moment. But when you zoom out and you look at it as a whole story, it's part of the story. So it gives you the strength to carry on and to stay within that story. But when you are completely lost in every moment that things didn't work and you hear the no and no, this is no, 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 we get again swallowed and back to the first stage we started with. But we've moved. We are rising. We are rising. We know it. And what we need to add to it is this identity that you are the one to do it. I am the one to do it. I am the one to make it happen. I am the one to set up the plan. I am the one to change the plan if it doesn't work. I am the one to go through it no matter what. And I'm the one to reach the goal that I've set up. And I am the one to translate my dream into reality. How do I do that? I believe truly that I am the one to make it happen. I believe truly that I am the one to make it my reality. And I believe truly that if a plan doesn't work, I will change it and I will create another one. So when you have these two things together, you have the ability to set up a plan for yourself, and you have the ability to tweak the plan if the plan doesn't work. What is there to stop you? Nothing. Nothing. Where fear that has fear, what does is there any place for fear anymore? No more. You don't even have room for that. You stay focused on it, because it doesn't mean that with all this wave of energy, with all this understanding, with my alignment to success, to everything, everything's going to be easy. That's not it. You will be faced with challenges. You will face with difficulties. We will be faced with problems, with plans that do not work, with sometimes it's not the right thing. And what do? Do I go back? I carry on. One of the most important thing that I understood from these 3 years that I'm focusing really only on human behavior, contemplating life, self-development, is the understanding of the duality of life. I think this is the biggest breakthrough I had. And I've been mentored with the biggest mentors in the world that are, like Bob Proctor, talking about thinking into results, other mentors that are, incredible in this, in doing what we are in the coaching business, in the mentorship business. But it took me to understand fully what is happening is to grasp the meaning of the duality of life. Because the duality of life helps you embrace everything that comes your way, helps you embrace the difficulty so that you can appreciate the good, so that you can create the gratitude about your life, helps you understand the beauty of life when you are faced with hardship and you're like, there are also parts. Because if you don't understand how warm is, how can you understand cold? If you don't understand pleasure, how can you understand pain? If you don't understand pain, how can you understand pleasure? You need this opposite things to be able to feel and to be in life. And that's the duality of life. And the duality of life shouldn't block you each time. It's just part of it. So more you aim high, more the difficulties will be deep and profound. So your role and your job is to embrace all of them, is to have an energy so big that you can hold all of them, is to understand that if there are difficulties, it's the other side. There is something beautiful and great. Let me be so resilient and carry on so that I can see it happening. It's like there is no positive is always positive and negative, and being able to hold both of them, being able to coexist with both of them, it makes you so magnetic. It's incredible. It's you understanding that there are some sad moments, but in the same time there are happy moments. There are some difficult things, but there's same time there's beauty in life, and it's just coexisting with both of them together. Change the way I see life myself. Before, we used to I you know used to be we used to use the sadness to throw the happiness out. Just no happy time anymore, because we're sad. We're too focused on the sad. We're too focused on what's not working. It's like we do not even allow ourselves to feel anything happy. But when we are happy, we the moment anything comes that is not said and throw us out, we ruin our happiness. And so we become like at the mercy of circumstances of things happening. And so we don't even allow ourselves to feel joy, to feel love, to feel gratitude, to feel goodness in life, because we get too much focused on the negativity. And this context and this concept of duality of life makes you almost free, because you can have both. You can still feel happy and joyful Even you're not there, you didn't create yet what you wanted, but you are going towards it because you believe, because you know you're the one to make it happen in your life. So it gives you this ability to live a peaceful and joyful life while going towards what you desire to create. And that's the walk that we all want to be able to carry, is a walk where we are grateful for everything that is here now, everything that is nice, just being able to connect together here. It's just so beautiful, and so much gratitude to be part of this conversation that, give us some positive energy and understanding of how life is, and contemplating what are we creating. But in the same time, I know I have some things to still work on. I know I have something to overcome, but they coexist. And you become a magnet to everything in your life, because you become more emotionally in tune with yourself. You don't block emotions anymore. You let them be. This is going to be more our um, tomorrow, about identities and emotions. But I wanted to touch on this because it's so connected. Because once you understand this duality of life, and that, it's okay for things to be hard, it's okay, it doesn't mean that, you ruined it, it doesn't mean that you are doing everything wrong. No, that's not what it means. It just means that, you are aiming for something really big, and more you aim for something big, more the challenges are big, and you got to be ready for that. And by knowing that you are the one to create it and to go through that, it gives you that power. And so, being the one, you being the one, I am the one, she is the one, he is the one, she is the one. We become a whole one group of us being the one. And that's where the magic is. The magic is in the collective energy. The magic is all of us. We rise with all our power. It's like, I see your power. I see her power. I see the power. I see my power. We all see it. And we become so equal in power that we rise. It's not like, I want to be better than her, I want to be better than that. It's not this, not a competition in the way of being, because that brings negativity, but it is more into alignment, into we are powerful together, into me, I am taking action. What I'm going to do is I'm igniting in you that drive to take actions. That's what leadership is. Leadership is you leading the way, is you doing things, is you leading yourself, is you taking action so that you can inspire others to take actions, to feel like, oh, I am the one as well. I can have all that power. I can do it. I can move forward with it. And it just, makes you more stronger in your own belief of being the one, and makes you move faster towards whatever you want to create. So I want, the work that I do, and this is what I love about this. This is why I'm having such a fun time having this conversation with you. It's like, it's really understanding that more you are in tune with this different concept, with this different tools, more understanding that your life is a beautiful story you want to create. So you will be more connected with yourself. You will fall in love with your whole life, with how you are, with what you are creating, with your objectives. And there is nothing that looks better than that. More than that, you're going to get so busy that you are not going to waste time in no sense anymore. No need for time. There is no need, because you're too busy creating yours. I love you, Lilia. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for being with me. So it's about creating plan was today. We want to create your plan. So how do we do that? How do we create a plan? We yesterday was about defining the dream, where you want to go, where you are now, and what is that point that you want to reach. And so when you define that dream, that vision, it means that you have a lot of objectives. So there is an objective of, I don't know, reaching a certain level in terms of wealth, building, having a new house, I don't know, having a new relationship, something. You have a goal with that. And so the dream is translated into a goal. And then what you want is the goal. You need to translate it into a plan. You need to turn your goal into a real plan. Because if you don't turn the goal into a real plan, then the goal will just stay a goal. And there is no way we can reach that goal, because a year will be gone, and a year is gone fast, even if we have 12 months, but actually they are gone very fast. You need to sit down and translate that into real actions, into a real plan. So how do we do that? How do we create a plan? So what I want to do together is I want to take maybe 2 or 3 examples of how do we do that. So say, for example, my objective is I want to lose 10 kilograms. That's not my objective. But, a lot of people come and it's like, I want to lose 10 kilograms, 20 kilograms, and I want to do it by December, or I want to do it by July, say. Let's give ourselves more. So it means I have 5 months to lose that weight. Do I put losing 10 pounds or 10 kilograms on the, can you take a plan and just write it down and like, okay, on day 20th of July, I've lost it. There is no way you can write it. You need to have something that builds up so that you can reach that point. So a goal is not a good goal when you cannot write it down on the calendar, and a plan is are the other steps that you need. So what do I need to do for that? I need to exercise. So how much time I'm going to exercise? I'm going to exercise 3 times a week, 4 times a week. I need to walk every day, so I'm going to write it down on my calendar. I need to eat less. I need to have this much calories, so I need to write it down. That's me turning my objective into a plan and into a schedule into my calendar. Then I follow it. But if I do not do that, there is no way. I'm going to get to December. I'm like, oh, I did it. Yeah, how did you do it? No way. The subconscious mind needs to be helped with concrete actions. And concrete actions are the one we need because we need discipline. And how can you get the discipline in if you don't even see what you're doing? But you know what happens? Because you can go to the gym. I go what for week 1, week 2. Do I see the difference? No. Week 3, no difference. Week 4, no difference. And we give up. That's what we do because there is no change. But the change does not, we don't see it. We don't see it because we've seen it 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We change through consistency and through discipline. And this works with everything. Everything. And that's the easiest one I did. The second one is a lot of women comes, we have, it's like, I just want to be happy with my life. Do I take objective, I want to be happy with my life and put it down on a calendar? No, we need to translate it into real actions. How do I feel happier in my life? I need to work on my own peace of mind. I need to understand how my mind function. I need to stop those, like hurtful thought that are happening in my head all the time. So I need help for that. Do I go to master classes? Do I sit on this? Yeah, that's good. Do I enroll in a course that can help me go faster because I want to do that? Yes. And today it's just easy. Everything is accessible. You can, you get help in everything. But when you have an objective, to write it down and write the actions that you need to take so that you can make that objective a reality. A dream on its own will stay a wish if it's not translated into real action plan. And this is what the majority of people on the planet don't do. We have dreams, but do we translate dreams into plan? No, because we're like, I'm waiting. What are we waiting for? Waiting. What? Miracles. We're waiting for miracles. Yeah. But even the miracles, you need to kind of take a step to bring them into your life because you go first, the universe follow. The universe doesn't come on its own. You have to go first. You can go energetically. Okay, we talked about it yesterday a lot. You can really embody that I am rising, I am getting, I am aligning with wealth, I'm aligning with success, I'm aligning with that. Good. Are your actions following that? Is your strategy following that? Are your plans mirroring that? That's where the missing part. And this is what I do. This is what I'm the best at. It's really taken a dream, a wish, reverse engineer it into a strategy that fits you. Have a lot of people joining also asking like, I'm joining, I want to make 10K by June. I want to really reach financial freedom by this month. Okay, let's sit down. Let's make a plan. What plan? What can we do? Let's create this. What's the service you're good at? Okay, let's focus on that. How are you going to present the service? Because if you are the most hidden secret, no one's gonna see you. So who are you selling this to? You need to define that. So you need the action plan, you need the business plan, you need the model, you need the branding, you need how are you showing up? Are you able to articulate that? What's the message? Why are you doing what you're doing? There are several steps that are missing. The several steps, it's the work that needs to be done. There is action. There is action, and the action is the most important one. That's why in the method BAL, believe, act, lead, it's act that is the big one. Act is taking action. But if you take action and you don't believe, no need. It's just like I'm spending my lifetime working for nothing. And unfortunately, it feels bitter to realize that when it's too late, when it's like, really, I'm in my 70s. I'm like, I worked all my life. What did I do? Oh, well, didn't take the risk. So that's the best answer. Usually, I prefer to be risk averse. Yeah. But isn't that a pity? Because you could have taken a tiny mini risk and not be afraid and swallow your fear and created the incredible. Take it a chance in creating it. Because if you focus on it, if you believe on it, there is no reason why you wouldn't reach it. If you create the plan, if you are ready to change the plan, if it doesn't work, if you have built all the resilience so that you carry on, and you have promised yourself that you're going to show up for it every day, you will end up reaching whatever you want to reach. But this doesn't happen without clear discipline. Discipline equals freedom. A lot of time we think freedom is nothing, doing nothing. My 14-year-old last week was telling me, Mom, you're so lucky. You can just sit the whole day and watch Netflix. I'm like, I do not do that. Have you seen me doing that? I'm like, this is not feeling free and happy with your life. It's not. That's what people think. And that's what you think because, they're so tired of exams and homeworks. But this is what our role is really to make them understand that that's not it. But that's not freedom. You know why? Because you can do that. You can sit on Netflix for a day and then you're like, okay, let's me add another second day. You know what? Let me just add the whole week. Okay. But then you'll start feeling so bad because you will feel that you are not doing anything of your life. And that feeling is, it's not a good feeling. Because that feeling puts you down into a vortex of I'm worth nothing. And when we are in the worth nothing, that's where the depression starts coming in. So we do not even entertain going to that direction because it's about discipline. Because you want to reach excellence. Excellence get created with discipline. The incredible get created with discipline. Freedom get created with discipline. Freedom of time, freedom of money, freedom of being get created with discipline. And discipline, you need a schedule to discipline yourself. You need the plan to discipline yourself. You need to translate every objective and every dream into concrete actions and actually stick to them. There is no, you know what, I can't, I'm too stressed. It's like, well, blah, 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 blah. No, you come back and you discipline yourself. It takes leading yourself. How can you be expected to be a powerful leader if you are not able to lead yourself? And leading yourself means disciplining yourself, means you put the action plan, you do the plan, and you focus on it. And if the plan doesn't work, we tweak the plan until that plan makes you reach whatever you want to reach. Always remember, there is no wrong strategy. There is no wrong plan. There is unfinished plan. And there is no wrong energy while entertaining the strategy and doing the strategy. But now we understand. No more wrong strategy. You are the one to make it happen. You are the one to succeed in your life. You are the one to turn your story into a masterpiece. You are the one. And when you know you are the one, with that energy, sit down and write the actions and let's go. Let's go. Let's go until you put them into the smallest and you get disciplined to do it. And if you need accountability, enroll in our programs, get a mentor. If it feels good to be with me, come with me. If it feels good to be with someone else, go with someone else. But just get yourself into an environment where you are challenged, where you are like held, and where you're like, wow, I can do it. Because there will be a moment where you don't need that anymore, because you will integrate it and it becomes you. And when it becomes you, you have the ability to discipline yourself on your own. And if you do it at a certain level, the sky is not the limit anymore, because you know you can do it to a higher level. You know you can jump up to even higher level. And here we go. Then you are rising into even higher. So we keep in the rising. I rise like a phoenix. I rise like a phoenix. It's a very, it's something that speaks to me, to the deepest of myself. Because in the deepest moment where I was really, like, I think it's the rock bottom of my professional life. Rise like a phoenix with this song by Conchita was like my anthem. Like, that was my music. Like, if I had to put a movie, that scene, which took some time, not just, it was like kind of long, that's the music for it. It was Rise Like a Phoenix. I had to hear it and hear it and hear it and listen to it over and over and over until I started feeling like, hmm, why not? Maybe, why not? Why not turn that into the story? Why not make that my story? Why not make it for everyone so that they understand if you have reached the rock bottom, or you don't need to reach the rock bottom. Just you know that you're stuck in something and you cannot come out of it because you're too scared that the plan or your strategy wouldn't work. You're too scared, like, if I go this direction and I fail, it's okay, carry on. Get the boost. Understand you are the one to make it when you decide to make it. You are the one to succeed when you decide to succeed. I see a lot of people stuck in jobs they hate because they cannot, they're too fearful to, like, just do the jump. And if it doesn't work, doesn't matter. If you fail once, doesn't matter. If you fail twice, doesn't matter. The most successful people have failed 10 times, 100 times before they reach high success. And I know that for sure because I studied that. That's the only way I was able to get evidence that you can turn your life around. And I know that you can. I witness it every day. You know the beauty of the work I do? I'm so humbled, and it touches me to the profound of me, is when I see someone completely depressed and lost coming in, and then within usually 6 months to turn someone around, their life changes and they start finding joy, falling in love with their life again. There is nothing more beautiful than that. Nothing. To me, that's everything. Because the moment you start falling in love and connecting with your life, you don't want to be someone else. And when you don't want to be someone else, you know you are the one. And when you are the one, you can attract the wealth you want. You can attract the opportunities you want. You can attract the more crazy ideas. You even wonder, what on earth am I doing? And it becomes so much fun. Life is supposed to be fun. The hardship are supposed to put some spices in your life. If it's blunt and normal and mediocre, how good is that? If you want something to spice your life up, you're going to go through the difficulties. You have to be ready to carry them and just own them and go through them. You have the power to do it. There is nothing that has more powerful than you when you connect with that inner power, because it's infinite. It's incredibly beyond everything you could ever imagine. So it's about discipline. It's about focus. It's about so much focus that all the nonsense don't take time from you. It's about so much focus that when you see someone doing great, do you know what happens now? You're not going to be like, oh, they did it. It's like there is no that feeling of jealousy that eats us all up. No, it's like I am connecting with an incredible human that understand that they are the one, and that's the most beautiful feeling. It's like, wow, we start connecting with each other through our power. We start connecting with each other as great leaders. We start feeling the empathy, and that's the new leadership that I am a big voice spokesperson for. That it's about the empathy. I like to rise. I love watching you rise. More you rise, more I rise, more I rise, more you rise. It's like this collective power that creates magic around us. Imagine when we feel this competition, because that's the old paradigm, right? Because, I'm coming from engineering, and trust me, to be an engineer, you got to be very competitive because you do competition. You have to be the top of the class. You have to, wow. The whole concept is about that. But if it's about love and caring and sharing the power and feeling that you are powerful, I am powerful, together we rise, I so much beauty we can create in this world. It's just incredible. It's like, wow, what can we create? It's like there is so much love that we feel ourselves with so much that we have so much to pour, so much to give, and it feels good. It feels so rewarding. It feels so good. So carry that, hold that inside of you. You understand that not only you need to take action, but take it with that love for who you are, for the beauty you are creating, for the life you are creating, for the impact you are making, for the mission you have put yourself to hold and to feel fulfilled at the end. And this is the why. Why? Why do you want to do what you do? Why are you doing what you are doing? Understanding as being the one to do what? What is it? And the one to do it for why? I am doing it. Why? Do you know why? And this is what I'm going to touch a little bit about money. Although in the beginning, I thought that this second module I will talk about money, but then I didn't feel like talking about money in this masterclass. There will be another one that I will be more ready for it. But I really, it's all about money at the end, because when I talk about freedom, when we talk about freedom, it's about money, because you want to have the choice. Freedom is having the choice, and having the choice is, I have the choice to go have lunch in Paris and come back. I have the choice to not travel, not do anything for the whole summer, because I have the choice. I have the choice to put my children in the best schools. That's money that gives you that freedom, that gives you that choice. So ultimately, everything is connected with money. And I think what I want to leave you with today is the understanding of how this part connects to your dream and to your plan. And the only way you can link them both is through the understanding of the law of compensation. So if you look at your workbook in day 2, which was initially about money, but I'm going to give you some nuggets about that now. So you can take notes. And I think the most important thing to really is about the law of compensation. And the law of compensation tell us that the money that you receive, that we receive, that I receive, that you receive, is correlated to three things. Three things. The first is the need for what you do. Is what you do needed or not? Is it? And I know you're all in incredible fields and sectors, and we all need your service. We all need what you do, and we all need your product. The second one is the ability, is your excellence in doing what you do. How good are you at that? How good are you at the service you provide? How good are you at what you're doing? Are you good? Are you okay? Are you ample? Are you little? Do I need more? Do I need to enhance more? How are you in that? And the third one is about the difficulty there is in replacing you. And everybody can be replaced. So let's not worry about the last one. So what matters for all of us is the second one, is how good are you? So your job is to become so good at what you are doing and to connect with that so much, because it has to be really what you love doing, that in no time you'll be compensated for it. And so a lot of people think that making money is about chasing money. It is not. Making money is about focusing on serving people, giving the best, helping people, provide the best product, sharing knowledge, sharing understanding, giving and serving. When you focus on the serving, you get compensated. You get compensated, maybe not from the people you've served, and that's the interesting subtlety, but you get compensated somehow. by the universe. Like I do this masterclass, I do them for free, not paid for it. I do them for free, but I give it my all. It's like it's world class. Like if you were in my paid programs, same thing. Give it my all. I show up. I'm excited to see you. I'm happy to see you. I'm serving you, and I am so happy to do that. And I get compensated. Why? Because I get compensated through other things. Through other people come in the program. You can be the one coming to my program. It could be others, and I do not mix these equations. And the moment I understood that, it just felt good. I felt like, you know what? It's so much easier. Just do good. Do good and do it happily and let go of it because the compensation will come from whatever place it will come. It's energy. The energy you give out is the energy you get. Bless you too, Lily. I love you. It's the energy you provide. That's what it is. Let out a beautiful energy. You will be receiving only that. Let out a clear energy of true love, true connection, through serving, really from the deepest of your heart. You will be compensated for it. It is incredible how the understanding and yes, I love that, Lilia. Do good and good will come to you. This is it. It's all energy. Money is energy. Money is like more you let go of it, more you understand that you can attract it into your life, more you feel it, more you align with it, more it flows. Because what we want is to be the path of that money, the path that makes it easy for it to flow. And when we start chasing it, we become so encouraged. It's like another force, and when you do that force that is too much, it pulls away. But when you let it flow, it flows. I say that from experience. The moment I let it flow, it flows. The moment I was like start controlling and seeing, it's like, oh, now it's taking longer. So let it flow, align with it. And this is my, I think really what I want to conclude, because for today about the planning, is that focus on the plan. Focus on being so excellent in what you do. Focus on bettering yourself as the most beautiful human being, the most beautiful. My mission is really to be that amazing mentor that is there for you, to hold your hand, to really help you grow and elevate. It's there for you to give you the best business strategy, because I have 25 years of experience in that. And I love that because I do that mainly in my private containers. Private containers are just incredible because private containers, I am mesmerized by the level of women and men, because I do have also some few in the private container, but because we're talking transactions of $1 million, $10 million, we're talking even bigger level transaction, and I get excited with that and I get a kick out of it, because being in a large international institution and large financial sphere, to me, my understanding was you always needed to be in that. Hello from France. Thank you for being, and thank you for being with me. We will have the French one actually in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned with us, and I will let you know. Um, um, so what I was saying is that to me, it was like you had to really be in those big institutions to talk about those big transactions, but no. And this is my challenge, and this is my mission. It's like to show you can do them if this is what you want. You can make that your life. You can create a platform for your own self to be able to structure the largest transaction. If money is energy, then just hold a big energy for it to happen. And if everything is about you holding on to a strategy and keeping such a positive mindset for it, then make it happen and be the one. Your exercise for today is to look at yourself and claim it. I am the one. Not only to dream, but to turn that into reality and to actually set an action plan, set a plan, and be disciplined to make it happen. You are the one to lead yourself. You are the one to create the incredible. You are the one to make your life a masterpiece. So hold it, feel it, embody it. This is your exercise. I want you to feel it today. This is your identity work. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the identities around this and how can you embody them in your life. We're going to talk about the different type of force and power. It's going to be fun. But today I wanted really to feel that I am the one. Claim it to yourself, hold it, look at yourself in the mirror and say it, and write down what it feels like in your journal. You can share it with us. I did receive some emails, some messages. You're very welcome. You can share it with the group. That's why we created the group. You can, interact with us, and on it, it's your space. We all amazed, and loving all the power, loving all this energy, and we're going to continue tomorrow on carrying more of that, the one identity, because by this week I want you, by the end of it, to feel like there is nothing that you cannot create in your life. Thank you for being with me today. I love you all. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Bye, everyone.